Thanks to Yellowstone, a new star is born, and his name is Brandon Sklenar. After starring in the Yellowstone prequel series 1923 and surprising everyone with his impressive performance, Sklenar is now about to star in the brand new Colleen Hoover book-to-movie adaptation, It Ends With Us. The book, which was published back in 2016, is the most popular book of the successful author so far and will be the first one that will get a movie adaptation. Sklenar will star alongside talented actress Blake Lively and handsome actor Justin Baldoni. The trio will constitute the leading roles of the movie and will take us through an emotional turmoil that will wreck our hearts. And in the meantime, we will witness our beloved Brandon Sklenar climbing up the stairs of Hollywood fame one by one. Which character will he portray in the It Ends With Us movie? Will his new role damage his participation in the 1923 Season 2 production? Here are all the juicy details about the new It Ends With Us movie and Sklenar's part in it. As you might have noticed, reading book is cool again, thanks to the immense popularity of BookTube and BookTok. If you are new to these terms, they are basically the hashtags that are used for book-related content on YouTube and TikTok, respectively. With millions of views and dozens of creators, both platforms witness the rise of book reading as a new aesthetic as Gen Z and younger millennials apparently adore anything aesthetic. The author that fits that idealized aesthetic most perfectly is no other than Colleen Hoover, a literary sensation that captivated the entire world by storm with its more than 20 novels. She sold more than 20 million books, became the #1 author in the US, and her books translated into 43 different languages, introducing her to the entire globe. Her niche is the romance genre, and she thrives in portraying angsty relationships with a lot of drama. Even though she doesn't hesitate to tip her toe into other genres such as thrillers, romance is the genre that she dominates for sure, as anything she writes becomes viral in a heartbeat. It Ends With Us, however, stands out as the book that solidified her position as the queen of romance. The book has topped the New York Times bestseller list for more than 90 weeks and became the top-selling book for multiple years. Naturally, after such popularity and success, millions of fans of the book were rooting for a movie or TV adaptation, as they were demanding to see the characters that related so much on screen. Hoover listened to her fans and started to talk with Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios back in 2019 for a movie adaptation. 2023, however, has been the year that the production of the movie officially started, with Blake Lively joining the crew not only as the leading actress but also as the executive producer. Wayfarer Studios and Sony Pictures are working in cooperation in the production of the movie, while Baldoni will be the director of it. What will the movie be about, though? What is this book about that turned it into such a global phenomenon? Well, although we just expressed how Hoover thrives in romance, It Ends With Us is not exactly a romance book. Although it is falsely marketed as a romance, the book is actually a depiction of a toxic relationship that is covering triggering topics such as domestic violence and abuse. It tells the story of Lily Bloom, a young woman who just left her white-collar job to accomplish her dream of opening a flower shop. And yes, we are aware of the blatant cheesiness of her name. Just before opening her shop, she meets a guy named Ryle, a brilliant surgeon with stunning looks. The two falls in love as Ryle presents himself as the devoted lover who is obsessed with Lily. Unfortunately, things quickly get problematic turn with Ryle as his anger management issues overshadow his affection for Lily, to the point of hurting her multiple times. Throughout the book, we see Lily struggling to recognize Ryle's red flags as her love refuses to be diminished. While the main story follows Lily and Ryle's frustrating relationship, we also get to have a glimpse at Lily's childhood through her journal diaries. In the diaries, we see that Lily's first love was a homeless boy named Atlas, whom she helped when they were both teenagers. Unfortunately, their love does not last as Lily's abusive father chooses violence in dealing with the issue. Interestingly enough, when she was struggling in her marriage with Ryle, Lily comes across Atlas years later, which makes things much more complicated than they already are. The book is inspired by Hoover's own family life, as her mother was also in a difficult and abusive marriage with her father. Thus, although the book itself feels like it glamorizes the toxic so-called romance at times, in general, it portrays the difficulty of coming out of such a relationship as the victim. In the movie adaptation, Lively will star as Lily, Baldoni will be Ryle, while our favorite, Sklenar, will be the handsome young chef Atlas. We prefer not to spoil the entire plot of the book in this video, but let's just say that the character of Atlas is an absolute fan favorite, to the point of forcing Hoover to write a spin-off novel dedicated to only him. The spin-off novel just came out back in October 2022 and became an instant hit as expected. So if the It Ends With Us movie becomes successful as we anticipate it to be, we can expect It Starts With Us to be released as the sequel movie afterward. In other words, It Ends With Us will not be the only time that we watch Sklenar as Atlas Corrigan. That being said, as we all know, Sklenar has a commitment to Taylor Sheridan and Yellowstone franchise as the lead of the prequel series 1923. The second season of the show is expected to be released in the fall of 2023, and as die-hard fans, we can't help but to be worried about his availability for the show. After all, he is about to be a huge movie star, which might overshadow his role as Spencer Dutton at any point. Are you excited to see Sklenar in a role other than Spencer Dutton? Do you think the It Ends With Us movie will share the success of the book? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.